Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. My name is Beth and I am so happy to see each and every one of you here. Today I'm excited because I've got some news that I'm going to share with you. And we're also going to be doing, I'm going to show you what I got in the mail. And that is the new Redesign with Prima winter collection release. They just came out with it. And I bought every one of their molds. Y'all know me. I don't know what it is about molds, okay? But I love them. And it's the first time that I bought them all. I just bought them all. And I also, I don't know what to tell y'all. And I also got some of their transfers and some of their decoupage paper. And so I'm going to share all that with y'all. And then we're going to pour one mold. I don't know what mold it is. I haven't even opened the packages yet. But after I open the molds, while I'm doing it and you're seeing it, before we get into the paper part, I want you at that point in the comments, tell me which mold you want me to pour. Now, I won't be able to see it, so of course I won't be able to do that, but I'm just curious on which one the majority of you wanted to see me pour. Probably because if I didn't pour that one, I'll pour it the next time on the next video. Okay, before I flip this around, my exciting news is today I thought was going to be an end to something that I have been doing for almost the past year. And y'all know that I have booths, and I was closing one booth today. My granddaughters came over and they came with me, and Dan was there, and I was cleaning out the booth that I've had at the refinery on the river in Clarksville. And I had been there almost a year. It would have been a year in October, and I just wasn't making any money. I had a 10 by 6 booth. I was paying $120 a month, and I had to pay every month. I didn't the first 3 months, but then after that I moved over to a different location. Things changed in there. You know, it is what it is, and I stopped making money at all, and I was having to pay. And of course I'm stubborn. I'm stubborn. I know that. And I don't like giving up. But I finally realized that no, I'm going to have to stop this. And I did. I made that decision, and it was hard, but I did make that decision. And I gave my 30 days notice, and I went in today and I moved everything out. But there was like this little voice inside of me that just would not be quiet. And I don't know if y'all know what I'm talking about. And it's not just today. It's been probably the last couple of weeks with me thinking about it. And before I left, Kelly, the owner, was in there. And Kelly is just sweet. She's very, very sweet. And she was in there. And my granddaughter is with me. And I said, I want to go talk to Kelly for a minute. And I was telling Kelly about the new thing I was doing with the canvas totes, hand painting, and of course she already knows that I do watercolors and stuff like that. I am going to, and I am excited about this, I am going to rent a 5 by 5 wall space. That's all it is. It's close to the front, it's close to the register, and it's a 5 by 5 wall. And I'm so excited about it because I can put my watercolors, I can do my totes, I can hang them on that wall. But for $35, that's doable. That is so doable for me. And so I'm excited. I closed one door, but I'm opening up another one, and I think I'm supposed to do that because that little voice just wouldn't stop. And it wasn't a loud yelling voice. It was a very soft saying, Beth, You don't need to leave. And it was like, and I think I'm making the right decision. And so I'm really, really happy about that. And I do have plans on decorating that wall. It's not going to just be right now it's white, but I'm thinking about putting a big old crochet tablecloth over it and attaching it to that wall to give it some kind of texture. And then I think I'm going to put a little bit of grid in areas, so it doesn't have to just be purses, anything I can hang. And so I think I'm going to put a little bit of grid, and maybe start making some specialty polymer clay earrings to put up there, and wearable art. I've got a bunch of blue jeans, and I'm thinking about painting those up with big sunflowers and different stuff, and just having, you know, one pair up there with the bags and stuff hanging around it. There's just so many things you can do with that. And when I get it put together, I will bring you in there, which means I'll bring the phone in, and I will share it with you. And I'm going to keep a little blog journey of the first day that I do it, and how it progresses going along, and letting y'all know and being a part of it. So I'm really excited about that. Okay, my hand, my arm, my shoulder right here is burning from holding this phone so long. So I'm going to be quiet. I'm going to flip it around, and we're going to get started with the packages. Okay. Let me get that up there. Oh, did you hear my arm pop? Oh, it popped. It did. Okay, I hope y'all are doing good today. I hope you, this is Wednesday, by the way, and tonight at midnight, I get to pick a winner. Actually, I get to pick 3 winners. I don't pick them. I get excited because I get to see what the software picks. But I do put what YouTube video it is. I put all the info in there, and then I push that little button, and that little thing goes around. I might make a little video of that, and post a little video as a short. I might do that, so y'all can have the same excitement that I get when it does that. And it will pop up 3 winners, and of course I numbered the giveaways, and so the first person that they pick will get the number 1, and then the second will be the number 2 box, and then the third will be the number 3, and then of course that will be the notification. I also put it on the Facebook group, and y'all, I made the Facebook group public, so if you want to go over there and join, there's no questions, there's no, you know, we do have great moderators over there, so we're going to keep it clean, we're going to keep it nice. There's not going to be anybody, you know, downing anybody, or I just won't stand for that. We should be helping each other, and we should be building each other up, and that's going to be maintained in the group, even though it's public. You can still maintain a good group. So if you're interested in that, of course, it's just the same as my YouTube. It's Southern Lady Artistic Creations. Okay, I got these off of Amazon, and I will put a link in there. Now I had a coupon, and I got, I think it was $2 and something, $2.40 off. But these I paid, they're normally $11, and I paid $8.60, I think, for them. And there's 20 of them in here, and this is where they are. Now this one's smaller. I think this one looks smaller than the other one. They're 3.5 to 4 inches. And I opened this one. Let's compare. Yeah, that one is. So some of them are smaller than others, but and it's just pine wood with a live edge. Oh, I'm gonna have to make a mold out of this. Oh, I can tell you right now, I'm gonna have to make a mold. Get some of the, because of the live edge. Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to make a mold. That just popped in my head. But I got these to make ornaments out of. I did not get the pre-drilled because I didn't want the hole in here. I want the hole up here. I didn't want it right there. And so you can get them pre-drilled. I think they're more expensive, but I didn't want them. I have this little pokey thing. Let me see if I can find the little pokey thing. Here it is. I have this little poker. It's sharp. It is sharp. And you can find a good, it will poke. Oh, my hand's gonna cramp on me. Can you see the hole? See, it pokes a hole where you can put one of those eyelet screws in there. You don't have to drill. This will work. Oh, yeah, my thumb is cramping up on me, y'all. Look at that. It's just going boop. It's because of all the, yeah, I've been working with my hands. Oh, it was so hot. It was so hot. But anyway, I was real happy. I got 2 of them. So I got 40 of them. And they're not going to all be Christmas ornaments. You know how you can have something, you just want something. I might make some with like little easels, because, you know, I have the little easel mode where I can make easels all day long that these could prop up in. Sometimes you just want just a little something in a corner or sitting on a table, or these are great. And I have not forgotten about making trying a mold for the paperweights, because, oh, let me tell you, I had so many ideas for those paperweights now. It is not funny. I have so many. Okay, get ready to put in the comments when I start opening this up. I hadn't even looked in here, so I hope everything's in here. Ugh. I don't want to cut anything, so I'm being real careful about where I put the scissors. Okay. This is mold number 1. Ooh. This is called Winter Lux Blanks. And those are see, you can see. But the thing with these, and I'll show you, when you get a mold like this, I want y'all to be able to see outside the box, okay? Now, when you look at this, do you just see ornaments? Is that all you see? Oh, that's an ornament too. See, I don't see just an ornament. I see a lot of different things. Number 1, I see a bow that I can use on a lot of things. I see trim that I could use. I see different styles of trim. I see corner pieces that I can use. Let me just show you. We'll get some of this, and I love this stuff. And it's the Redesign modeling clay. And it's an air dry clay. It doesn't leave the film on your hand, that DOS and other. If you've ever used air dry clay, You know, it leaves that film and that clay-like substance. This does not. This is almost like a porcelain clay. If you know what a porcelain clay feels like, this sort of reminds me of that. See, I don't have anything in my hands. But if you just needed a bow, and of course normally this would be on a flat surface, and I wouldn't be doing it on a padded envelope, but we'll make it work. Oh, I'm trying to, I got way too much clay in here. So I'm trying to get the pieces out of there. Okay. It would be easier if I was on a flat surface, y'all. But I just want to show you, and it's really simple to do. You need a bow for something, and then of course you can fix where you don't want it. And you got a bow. You got a bow, okay? And say you're doing a box, but you want the corner pieces, you know, that, let's see, do I have something square that I can bring over here? Okay. And you just want something to go in the corner. And you don't want it to be real thick or real heavy. You just want a little something to give it some character. And again, I'm just doing this real quick. So we have this piece. Let's say this is a box. Then what I would probably do is I would probably do it that way and get rid of that right there. And then I would make it fit. But you see how I've got a corner piece now that I can put. Was it made for that? No, it wasn't made for that. But just because it was made for, and the same thing with this, and this is real defined, and this is a little bit deeper actually. It's not. And we will show you all the molds. And I do this so at least you have some kind of idea. I love to give you ideas. Maybe not the normal ideas. And that's the ones that I really like the best. The unusual, not the norm. But see, you have that. And you could use it like this. You could use it so where it came down that way. Or you could use it where if you wanted to put an accent, and if you wanted to do, yep, let's just do this. I don't want to waste a lot of this clay, but I use this clay to fix cracks and stuff too, y'all. I really, really, really do like this clay. And the funny thing is Redesign with Prima really doesn't advertise this clay much, and I don't understand why. Because to me, it's one of the best clays that I've worked with. Okay. And say you've got a piece, which this is real distracting because it's sandpaper box, but to give you an idea, you can do that, and then you could, let's see, Is there a smaller one? No. And I think 4 of them would be, well, no, you could do it that way. But you could put them that way, and that's not going to work. Let's see if we can do half of it. See if we can do half of this. I don't know. It would be easier if this was a flat surface. This padded envelope, it is a little see there again, you've got a total different yeah, I'm just playing. Yeah, if you had another one of those, that would be cool. Once again, I'm just playing. I'm trying to... But this is what I'm trying to play around. See if there's something that you like that needs something right here. But I don't have it right here that I want to. And then I would think something needed to go right there too. But what I'm saying is, just because you see a mold that says, oh, it's ornaments, doesn't mean that's all it is. And I'm trying to get all this clay up. It's starting to get hard though. Okay. So this is mold number 1, which is the Winter Luxe Blanks. Which means you could decoupage on that. You could hand paint on there. You could put transfers on there. If you had a circuit or a silhouette machine, it's endless possibilities because they're blanks. They're ornament shapes with a blank front, and these can be turned back to back. I cannot get this back in there, and it's because of these sticky things. I wish they would come up with a different design with the sticky bags. Of course, they're not listening to me. They don't even know I exist, but it would be nice. Okay. That's number 1 mold, and everything's falling now. I'm holding this in my hand to keep it from getting... Okay, this is number 2 mold. This is called Golden Solstice. Solstice. And it is sunflowers. And I am trying to open it. It's in my hand, y'all, and it's flaking because it's getting hard. And I'll just show you this one. These are just so easy to do. I don't think I have enough to do this one, but let's try this one. Oh, something else that's coming in the mail. Now, I do have another mold that I got specifically to go with one of the molds that I'll show you. I get most of my molds. Now, these came from Grace, Nevada, I believe is the name of the company that I ordered from, because I tried to go to the site where I normally order, and that's Tennessee Gal. She lives in Maryville. Her name is Heather. She's on Etsy, and I normally buy everything from her. But she didn't have any on there the first day, and you know how impatient I am. I did contact her, but I waited a few hours and I didn't hear from her, so I went ahead and ordered from Grace, Nevada. I'm leaving something out, but it's something like that. But I did order the second package from her, and then I ordered another mold from her. Just see how detailed that is? I mean, it's just so detailed. And this could be used. There's leaves by themselves. Of course, there's the big, I know this won't fit. And it's getting hard. This clay is great, but once you use it a few times, it's not made to do this. It's not made to be used as an sampler clay for you to use it and then take it out and use it and take it out. But it works real well for that, actually. But this is just such an easy clay to use, y'all. And I will put a link. When I try to tag certain products, now I don't know if Amazon is tagging certain products or not. If they're not craft products, they're not for me. Amazon is tagging them, which is all part of YouTube, I guess. Not Amazon. YouTube is tagging them. They do not let us tag products from Amazon. That's what makes it so. So I go on a search and try to find something that's just as good or sometimes even better deals, and that's the products that I tag. Okay, that is not going to come out in one piece. No. But that's how detailed those are. And I mean, I don't have anything up here. Well, I got this ugly old water bottle. And even this ugly old water bottle, you know, you put that on something, you glue that on, then you paint over it. It makes it look totally different, y'all. I hope that at some point, and it doesn't have to be this kind of mold, it can be a cheaper mold. You don't have to buy these molds. Temu, the only thing about Temu is Temu's molds like these, like the IOD and the Redesign with Prima, are ridiculously high. If you're going to pay $22, you might as well go with the original because it's a whole lot better. And I've noticed that. So I think everybody should have, and it doesn't have to be, I would go with something that you could use on a lot of different things. Just one mold to start off and try it. And try it with some clay. And it doesn't have to be the expensive clay at first. Try it with whatever you can afford. Play around, have fun. But it can just change frames and just old bottles. Even tin cans that your vegetable comes out of. Yeah. I'm serious, y'all. It makes a major difference. Fold it over, get the sticky, and then put it back in. still not going down good, but it's going down better than it did. Okay. That's mold number 2. We got 6 more to go. Okay. Oh, this one is one. This is called Evergreen Antler Emblem. I don't know why it's called that. But I was excited about this because none of these could be used all the way through Christmas, but none of these are explicitly Christmas designs. This could be, oh, those are thin. This could be used all year long, depending on how, and I look at the acorn and the pine cone. Let's just do the acorn. I don't want the little thing on the top. I just want the acorn. Look at that. Look how fast and cute that is. You could add that. Oh, I'm excited. Oh, look at the star. Look at the star. I didn't have any good. And primitive, I love primitive stuff. You know this. Look at the star. And I'm trying to do it in a hurry, y'all. So, and I'm not doing the little hooks. You don't have to. Let's do the pine cone. I'm just doing this to give you some kind of idea. See how easy it is to come out of the mold with this clay. Look at that pine cone. Look how perfect that is. Well, it's close. It's not perfect, no. But it's close. It's very close. Okay. Well, let's go with this one. Is this, I don't know what, is this supposed to be a pine cone? I gotta do this on a, that would make it so much easier. What is that? Is that a pine cone? A different type of... Okay, and let's see if we can't get the deer. Let's see what the deer... looks like. Let me see if I can get that. Okay, it's not coming. The antlers are not coming out good. Clean it up a little bit through there. But it gives you some kind of idea. You could just use that. Or you could use the whole thing. Or you could just use this part. Or let's try the bird. Let's see if I can get the bird. Now this clay is getting real hard, so it's getting harder to to stick together. Okay, let's just see if we can... No, it didn't do the whole thing. But you see how it's crumbly? Yeah, it's getting harder. Oh, I didn't see the snowflake. We gotta do the snowflake. But I don't want to waste any more. Okay, and that's a snowflake with the hook on there. But you wouldn't have to have it. But that's how easy this is with the clay. Now, if you use DOS or air dry clay, I would use cornstarch. I would not just put that in there. But this Redesign with Prima modeling clay, it comes out wonderfully with nothing in the mold, as you can see. And the softer it is, of course, the first time you put it in, and you're going to leave it in there until, you know, you don't keep putting it in and out like I'm doing, is what I'm trying to say. So it doesn't get so crumbly like it is on me. Oh, my hands are not going to... My hands are cramping on me. Because I've been doing all that moving and packing and stuff today. Yeah, this is getting... See the consistency of it now? It's getting crumbly now. Because it's drying out. Okay. That is mold number 3. Oh, I think this is going to be my favorite mold. Yep. I do think this is going to be my favorite mold right here. And Donna, I know this is going to be your favorite mold. Trying to get the clay out of it. Okay. And this is called Winter Barnstead. And I love it because it's got the cow with the greenery, the evergreen stuff, the pine cones, the little star, the rope, a little tree branch off of evergreen with berries on it, cowbells, a bow with greenery. It's just got, oh, and I so want to do this, but this has got, okay, let's see the star. Let me see if I can get it, because this is getting where it almost doesn't want to work anymore. And I don't want to take away from the actual piece. That's the star. I don't know if you can see the texture on that, but these are just so detailed. This is the rope. Look at that. Okay, I want to do this one. That's the tree one, because it's going to be so detailed and textured. Yeah, I don't know if this is going to work anymore, though, because it's getting awfully hard. Okay. Look at that. With the berries. That is just so cool. Okay, I am going to get a little bit more out because I really want y'all to see this one. Because this I think is going to be my favorite mold because of the detail and the fact that you can use it in so many different ways. And I hope you can see how much easier it is when it's right out of the jar to use. Because it is. It's just so much easier. It's softer and more pliable. That's hard. I don't want to use that anymore. I'm not going to do the greenery because I don't want to pull that much out, but I'm trying to get enough to show you the actual cow. And this is going to be thinner than what it normally would be. Unless you needed it thin. And there could be times when you would want it super thin. If you're putting it on something where you didn't want it to be raised up very much. I don't want... because it is awfully thin, so it's going to be floppy. Look at the cow. Look at the detail. See, that is so, you could use that by itself. But I'm going to do part of this because I want you to be able to see what the evergreen part around the cow is going to look like. So I want y'all to see every bit of this. I can't help it. I get so excited when I get something new and I want to share it with you, and I want you to be able to see what it actually looks like. Because I say that because I get so disappointed when they have these new releases and they show you the molds. Well, you know, the molds are fine, but some of us are visual people. And we actually want to see it. We want to see it out of the mold. I do anyway. And so because I do, I want to share it with you the way that I would like it to be showed, where you can actually see the piece, not just the mold. And yes, my videos are longer because of it, but you don't leave here wondering if you're really going to like it, because you can't really tell by just looking at the mold. Look at the detail. Look at the berries. Look at the individual leaves. I hope that's coming through. I am so impressed with Redesign with Prima molds, with the detail, because it's there. I don't know what this is. I'm thinking this is some kind of cowbell. Let's just put it in here and find out. Okay. And of course I'm doing these fast, y'all. That's a tag. Is that not a little tag? With a little, oh my word. That's exactly what that is. Oh, how precious is that? Now see, I didn't know what it was until after and that's the reason why I do this for y'all. Okay, I know this, see, I thought maybe that was a cowbell, but it's not. It's a little tight, but I know this is cowbell by looking at it. cowbell. And that's wonky because I'm doing it real fast, y'all. But that's a cowbell. And then we have another little bitty tiny cowbell over here. And I know you probably can't. Yeah, you can. You can see me doing it. Okay. Little bitty tiny cowbell. And then I want you to be able to see. Okay. Look at that pine cone. Can you see the texture? Oh my. Okay, we're going to do the bow. I'm going to try to get it all in here so you can see this whole piece right here. And I should have started with this one so it would have gone in so smoothly. Because when you first take it out, it just goes, it fills in and goes in so smoothly. The longer you play around with it, of course, the drier it gets. And okay. Okay. Let's see if I can't get this out without tearing, because it's so thin. I got it. As thin as it is, and I got it out. That piece anyway. Whoo hoo hoo. You see, look at how detailed that is. You can put that on anything and make it look 100% better. Easy peasy. Okay, and which one did we not? I did the pine cone. Let's do this cowbell. Because I think that looks a little bit different than the other one. Okay. And I'm going to try to get, I'm using this to get the pieces out. Okay, so that is mold number 4, and this so far is my favorite one. That doesn't mean I'm gonna put that back in there. I think maybe we'll use some air foam clay. And I can show you the difference with that. And see if it does just as good. I don't think you're going to get the detail, though. And that's the reason why I don't like using the air foam clay to show you. Because it does not get the detail. So that's 4. We got 4 more molds to go. Oh, I forgot about these. Okay. This is called the Evergreen and Embers mold. We're going to get the air foam clay out for this. It don't look like much right here, does it? And this is the mold. This is the reason why I ordered the other mold from Tennessee Gal, which is supposed to be coming in Saturday. And it's the pine cone kids mold. And it's different pine cone kids. And yes, there's pine cones in it. But I want them to dangle from these. And I'm going to make like a wall art piece with those in it. And that's the reason why. Okay, let's get some. I thought I had some open. Yeah, I do. Okay. I started to tell you something else that was coming in, and it's supposed to be here Saturday. I've never used it, and to me it's questionable. Oh no, this has got hard in the package because I didn't close it up good. See? I can't use it. Look at that. Yep. That's my own fault. Is Stamperia the same way? Is that not? Oh no, I can still use this. Okay. This is not going to be as good, but I think it will work. I hope it will work. I don't know, because this feels awfully dried out too. Nope, it's not going to work. Going to try to get it mixed up again enough where you can use it to show. This is awfully crumbly. I don't even know if it's going to stay. I don't think it's going to even stay in here long enough for it to come out of the mold. This is why you should yeah, I'm going to tell you what not to do. Make sure that your clay is sealed. Now granted, it's been over there for many months and I've not used it, but if I had sealed it properly, it would have been fine still. I did not have it sealed good. It's my fault. And I'm putting pressure on this because I want to see if I can get it to come out good. I'm just using a spatula to put pressure on it. And I never did finish telling you what is supposed to come in Saturday. I keep forgetting. I keep starting and then I never finish. And it's Formflex, y'all. I finally ordered some Formflex. I am not sure about it. I'm going to compare it because I think it's going to be something very similar to another product. And if it is, I'm going to tell you that because it's a lot less expensive, this other product, than Formflex is. Now, I could be totally wrong. And until I get the actual product in hand and I can compare it, I don't know. But I've looked at it and I've looked at it and I've put off getting it because it's expensive. And I bought it so I could share it with you and tell you in case you were wondering the same thing I was, and we can all find out together. Okay, I did get it all out. That's amazing. Okay, that's what this looks like. And it looks like just a piece of really frayed and rustic wood. Like a live edge on a piece of wood with a little bit of the wood rings in it. You could take the cow and hang the cow in the center. You could do different cowbells and hang them in the center. You could do evergreen up here, this thing right here, and do one there and one there with the bow hanging. There's so many things you could do with just one of these, but I'm not going to do just one. I'm going to do this and see if I can't get it in the next one. Because this one's smaller. And if there's anybody out there that has used Formflex, put down in the comments that you've used it and what you think about it. Because $26, and it cost me more than that to have it shipped, okay? It cost me, I think I ended up having to pay like $35 for a bag of Formflex, which is incredibly, incredibly high. Especially when I'm sitting here using Stamperia, which I can get for $9 a bag. And even with it being left and as crumbly as it looks, and this will dry hard. Now, from what I gather, Formflex, and they tell you have to put Formflex in the freezer to get it out of the mold, which, see, that's the reason why I've seen and certain people do things on Facebook. And so I want to know so I can tell y'all. Well, actually, we'll learn together because I'll do it on the video. And I'll know it a little bit before you will because I'll do the video and then I'll put it up. So, but I don't edit my videos. What happens, happens, and you see it all. Now, I am thinking about, I don't know how to edit, okay? I mean, I'm not a stupid person, and I'm sure I could learn. That is not the reason why I decided not to edit. I wanted it just to be real. But I'm beginning to understand that it can still be real. And I can get rid of the pauses. Not me talking or anything. I'm talking about like times when I'm not saying anything and you're not saying anything. Or if I have to go get something from another room, or if I can learn how to take those bits and pieces out so it makes it more enjoyable for you, where you're not having to, I think maybe I need to learn. Let me know in the comments what you think about that. My granddaughter can teach me. CapCut is what I would use, but I don't want, and I know it looks nice, you know, all these channels where they have the fancy things that pop up and the different noises, and that's just not me, y'all, and you know it's not me. It never has been. I'm not a fancy smancy type of person. I'm just real, and I love to craft. That's it in a nutshell. Not much more than that, and that's the reason why I decided to do YouTube. It was not a planned thing. I'm trying to get it pieced together enough where You can see, and it's the same thing, only smaller. Okay, see, and this is starting to dry out now too, and that's the reason why it's getting more crumbly. Because it's air dry clay, y'all. Okay, but we are going to try to do the center one, because I want to see what it looks like, and I know you do too. That's the fun part of molds. Looking at them and wondering what they are is not fun at all. In fact, sometimes it can get downright frustrating. So, oh, now that's cool. That is so detailed. You could do these and just put like a little, I could put a bird. Oh my word, do I have any birds? Nope, I don't have any birds. Yeah. Yep, I can see me making a bunch of these. Okay, now there's a log. Is this supposed to be a log? We're fixing to find out. Yep, that's a log. Oh, you can make a fence, y'all. Look. Look at this. See, now this is the reason why I do this. I won't forget now either, because it just popped into my head. But because I did it on a video, I won't forget either. Look at this. You could take these. You could line them up. It wouldn't take long either, y'all. Especially if you're using clay. And of course, I'm doing it fast. I'm not doing it the way I would do it. These are thin. They'd be a little bit better. Those don't look bad, actually. And you could do it that way and then put wire. You get really thin wire and stick the wire either on the back or through the piece to make you a fence. Oop. Yep, the bottom fell off. Just imagine that. Okay. And let's see if we can. Yeah, you can do that. You can attach these. I'm not going to attach them, but you could make your own fence row. Okay, that's cool. So we've got these little ones right here too. I don't know, y'all. What do you think you could use these for? Y'all let me know in the comments what you think you could use the small little. I really want to know. So let me know. Because look how tiny they are. What could you use these for? And let's see if this one's a little bit different. As crumbly as this is, it's still working. And this is Stamperia. Air dry. Okay, that's the two. Let me know what you think these could be used for. Okay, we've covered this whole mold. And I am going to brush it out. I want to get that clay. Off of there. Okay. And then this one was called Evergreen Embers. Okay. So don't miss my videos this weekend, because we'll have a new mold. We'll be doing a full project with one of these molds. And we'll also be testing out the I just forgot. Oh goodness, is that my old age? Formplex. We'll be testing out the Formplex. And as messy as it looks, I'm doing this so you can see. It's really, I just threw a big piece away and I didn't mean to do that. Okay, and what this is, I'll show you in case you want to know what it is I'm using. It's the Stamperia Mixed Media Art Extra Light Soft Clay in white. That's what this is. Prior to that, I was using this, which I really, really like. But this is not cheap. It goes a long way, but it's not cheap, so I didn't want to waste any more. And that's more like a porcelain clay. Okay, we're still gonna hopefully be able to do another mold with this. This is the Cardinals, the Cardinal Grace. This one also may be one of my favorite ones. So far, the cow one with cowbells is still my favorite. But I love cardinals. So, okay, here we go. We're only going to do one of these, though, because I still have a bunch of stuff to get through, and I want to pour one of these molds. Or do a project with one of these. It may not be pouring, it may be clay. So, and this is getting crumbly, so I don't think that's even going to work in the Cardinal, to be quite honest with you. Let me push it in and see if I can get it to work. This is such small pieces, but I don't know. It looks like maybe it is. Okay. It already came apart. See, now the Redesign with Prima would not have come apart on me. And that is the difference with that clay. And we're going to use that clay, because I want you to see that, although, oh, that Cardinal is so detailed. I am just taking a brush, if you're wondering what I'm doing. I'm just trying to get this clay out. Okay. I'm not throwing this away. I'm going to put it back in the bag. And I am going to put a wet wipe in that bag. And I am going to try to shut it up. and see if we can't get a little bit more moisture in this bag. After it sets for about a week with this in here, I'll come back and try it out again. Okay. Yeah, that is gone bye-bye. So we're going to use a little bit more. And we're going to try to do this cardinal. Okay. See how easy that came out of that mold? And that's why I love this clay. And that's one of the cardinals. So detailed. And they also have, oh, they have the hat and the scarf for the cardinals. Oh, look at this. I just now saw this. I did not know this. Okay, we're doing the scarf. I wish I hadn't crumbled up the cardinal now. Okay, we got the scarf. Let's do the hat. I don't know which cardinal goes with which. Hat. There's the hat. So let's get the hat out. Okay. And then let's just do this cardinal since it's the one over here by the hat and the scarf. Now he's on a branch. I'm not going to do the whole thing. But let's pop this out. Okay. We have the cardinal. Now let's put the cardinal. Let's put, oh, how cute is that? And then we're going to put, is that the right hat? Yeah, it could be. I think the smaller one would be better, but, and of course you could fit it on there. But look at that. Oh, that's adorable. And then again, there's so much evergreen and berries, and I'm looking to see. I really like these berries. Ooh, I like these big berries. Let's see what they look like. Once again, I'm running into the same problem. This is getting hard, and I am not going to waste any more of this. I say that, and then I still do it, don't I? Look at that. That is just incredible. The detail of this stuff. Okay, let's see what this looks like. And you could use bits and pieces. You wouldn't even, you could use the branches with the greenery. It's a smaller hat. Lots of greenery and berries and oh, is that a log? Okay, we got to see how big this log is. Okay, let me get this out. Okay, but we're going to have to try this big old log right here. I want to know what that looks like. Yep, I'm filling it all in. I want to know. Okay. Now this is not the whole thing, but it gives you some kind of idea. See, the cardinal is up here, but I wanted to see what the branch. I love the fact of how easy this clay is to get out of these molds. Look how detailed that is, and it just popped out. And you could use this without the birds. You could wrap that around. You could put that on a frame. You could put a different type of bird. But look at the detail. Yeah, this is wonderful. I love all these molds so far. Okay, we're gonna go on. I do have to get the clay. I'm not gonna leave the clay because if I go to pour resin, I don't want to have to worry about them having some kind of residue on them. And all I ever do is take a brush to get the clay out. And bang it a couple of times, as you've been a witness to. Okay. And again, this one is called the Cardinal Grace. And I get all mine, I've already told you this, but I get all my molds off of Etsy. And I do wait for the, I pay attention to the announcements of when the new release is coming. And I am prepared that day because a lot of them sell out and they sell out quickly. And I know this because I waited a couple of times and then I never could find, or by the time you found it, it was well into the winter months, and then it was like, oh, well, you were waiting for the spring release at that point. And I can tell you right now, this is Redesign with Prima, but IOD has got their new release, and they're going to be releasing that on August the 6th. And yes, I will be watching on August 6th. I don't know if it's all Christmas stuff. I may not be buying much of it. Redesign with Prima didn't go strictly with Christmas. This can be used all year round. And that's the reason why I liked it so much. And that is the reason why I bought all 8 molds. If it had been strictly Christmas, I would have picked like my favorite Christmas one, and I would not have bought them all. This one I was excited about because, of course, y'all know I do watercolors, and this just gave me a total different canvas. It's embroidery hoops, y'all. I've got a mold for embroidery hoops. And I think this is one we're going to be pouring, because I don't want to do this with clay. I think we're going to be pouring this mold right here so we know what it looks like. So we're going to set this aside. But this is called Artisan's Frame. I could not get that out of my mouth. And I am not going to put the cover back on. I'm going to set it over here for right now. Okay. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We've got one more mold. There it is. I don't know what this is. Oh, this is a good one too. Oh. Oh, we may be pouring 2 molds. Oh. Okay, this is called the Noel Elegance, and I absolutely love this mold too. Okay, these are concaved. Is that the word? Ornaments where they go in. They where you can actually put the little deer and the snowflakes and the bows and the Christmas tree inside, like in the ornament. Attach it, and if you want it double-sided, of course you can put 2 of these together to have a hoe. I don't think you need that on these because they are, I think these are going to be incredible. And I am not going to pour these tonight because I want this to be a project. And oh, I've got so many ideas for this. Oh, I do. And I am excited about this mold. So this one, you're going to have to use your imagination until we come back and we do the project. And it's going to be soon. It's going to be in a couple of days. Because, yeah, I'm so ready to do this. But I want to see with the embroidery hoops, and if I pour some embroidery hoops, that means I can get some watercolors done with it late at night when I'm sitting there going upstairs, going, oh, I'm bored. I can pull my watercolors out and turn the TV on. And I don't really pay attention to the TV. I'm watercoloring, but I'm listening to it. And I don't know if y'all listen to podcasts or not. I've started to, and I love the mystery ones. I don't like the murder mystery ones. Nope, I don't like that. But I do like when they're trying to solve clues and stuff like that. It doesn't have to be gory to be a mystery. Okay, I forgot all about that mold. So that is all the molds that Redesign with Prima came out with. And they do 2 releases a year, I think. It may be 3. But we're not through. I'm not through sharing. We still have a bunch of stuff that came out on the new release, but I'm trying to get all this stuff set aside. Okay. Trying to get all this clay. And it's sticking to the silicone. Oh, this is the best news, and I should have led with this. This morning when I got up, I always look at my YouTube as soon as I get up in the morning. And when I looked, we had hit, y'all. I was so excited. 5,001 subscribers. We have gone over the 5,000 mark, unless it's changed, and sometimes it does, if it's like bots or something. And that may have been why I didn't at first say anything, because I was going to give it a couple of days before I said anything. But let me look. And I hope it doesn't go down after the contest is over. Let me look and see what it's still saying. Oh no, we're at 503 now. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo. You can't see me, but I am doing my happy dance. I'm so excited, and I just want to say big shout out and thank you to each and every one of you. It is awesome. If you knew how long I've been waiting to hit that 5,000 mark, that has been a goal of mine, and I'm so excited. And I just want to say thank you. Thank you so much. Okay, and we're going to get on to, we're going to pull the rest of this stuff out. Making sure I don't throw anything away. It's a padded envelope. Okay. This is, oh, this decoupage. Oh, y'all. And see how things work together. Look at this. Look at this. Where's the smaller ones? Are these the smaller ones? These are the smaller ones. And no, we're not doing it right now. But oh, it would be so easy peasy. Look at here. Tell me there wasn't a reason why I got the O's. Oh my. Oh my. Oh, see, can you tell I'm getting excited? Oh, I am. Look at that. Oh, I love that right there. But look at these. Of course, you paint this white. Then you put that in there. And then you can take the mold. You can take the mold and use the berries and put little swags up in. See how it just, oh yeah, okay. I just want to share that with you because I'm going to be doing that. Oh, look at that. Oh, and the deer. Oh, this is just, yeah, this is cool. Oh, and this. That's going to be gorgeous. And I'm not sure what I'm going to, I may decoupage this on a pillow. And yes, y'all, you can most definitely decoupage on fabric. And I think that would make such a cool pillow. Okay. It actually has instructions on how to decoupage. And it actually has visual instructions, y'all. I'm all about the visual stuff. Pictures. You can give me a book to read and tell me all day long in the written word, but until I see it in my head or I see pictures of it, it ain't gonna make no sense to me whatsoever. Not that I'm stupid, because I am not. And no one that is like me is either. It is just the way our mind works. I am not the most intelligent person, but I am definitely not stupid. Okay. Here's the next one. And oh my. Okay, I gotta go grab this. Because I have bukus of these. Oh wait, I gotta grab these too. Oh wait, I gotta grab these too. Ah, y'all. Okay, I have bukus of those. And then the blocks of wood. It's just, oh, and these, look. Did I ever show you these? No, these are supposed to cover up light switches, okay? But you can, oh, that would be so cool as a shadow box. Look at that. Trim that down. I probably won't, but if I could find a block of wood that's not big enough to go on the back. And I know I have some over there that I can do that with. But, and these are this is called Rustic Noel, and these are what they call the MIDI transfers. Oh, look at the, oh, Donna, you're going to love this one too. That's too, I bet there's a big one in here though. That cow would fit on. Oh, this is so cool. That could go in there. And then you could do the little clay. Oh, there's just so many cool things. Look at the horse, Donna. Oh, look at the cowboy boots. Oh, yeah, she's going to love this. Oh, my word. Okay, it's got, oh, look at the pine cones and look at the tractor. Oh, it's got a little, oh, this one's going to be fun. Oh, this one's going to be so fun. Oh, look at this. It's got another cow. It's got packages. It's got pine cones. Look at the cozy little winter chair. Look at the barrel. This is just, oh, yeah, this is cool. This is straight up, you know, this doesn't scream Christmas to me. It just screams winter. Oh, I think these are, I'm happy with these. And it comes with a little stick that you use to rub it on. And that's all you have to do is you rub it on. You do have to seal it in. Some people don't, but I would suggest you seal it in once you rub it on. All these sticky things. Did I close it up again? Oh, this is just not. Yeah. Okay. You could make these a little bit bigger, Redesign with Prima. So they would go back in just a little bit easier. Yeah, I tried to win the giveaway. They do a giveaway, and they were doing a giveaway for all 8. And even though I bought all 8, I thought, oh, if I could win that giveaway, I could give away the 8. I could just do, but nope. I'm not good at winning. I don't ever win anything like that. Never have. Now, Ashley has. Ashley has always been real lucky with that kind of stuff. Okay, this is called the Forager's Retreat, and this is MIDI transfers also, which means these are like ribbons. And oh, don't you know, by looking at them, I'm going to go back over here. I'm going to pull a mold out. Emery boards, number 1. Instant piece of artwork, but you got both of these, and you got these plus the emery board ones. But look, these don't have to be for Christmas, y'all. Neither do these. You want something hanging up in your window that's pretty. You want something, you know. Oh, look at those. Look at that. Or if you wanted a nature Christmas tree. Oh, see, that would be right up my alley. You put greenery in and raffia bows and pine cones, and then you have ornaments with a rustic look. Oh, and the live edge ornaments with some of these with the forest animals and stuff. I see, that would be awesome. And those would work on all this. That would work in these. That would work on your block of wood. That would work where you could have little secret doors where, you know, you could have them and your grandchildren could come in and open. They would be different. You could start a tradition that way. And it comes with 1, 2, 3 pages with lots and lots of different. Now, this is not my favorite one, but I love the different animals and stuff on here. Okay, and this one was called, and it's got the little stick. They all come with the little stick. This one was called The Forager's Retreat. Okay. Let's try to get. Nope. Oh, this is ridiculous. Trying to get it back in the bag. These are tighter than normal. Okay. Am I getting fussy? Yeah, probably. I've had a long day, y'all. Do you get fussy after you've had a really busy day? and a long day and lots of changes. But I am actually excited. Okay, let's put the molds back so I know where they are. Now these I normally don't get. And these are the MIDI foil transfers. I'm not going to take them out of the package. But they're the gold transfer. Look at this. Look at the... And you can really read this, okay? This is not just a bunch of mumbo jumbo thrown on. It was a cold night for that part of the world, and the shepherds were out watching flocks. This is what this says. And this right here, that comes when the Christmas bells chime, and over she counted the days as the season drew near, till only another tomorrow, then Christmas would surely be here. Hope this season is packed with fun. Happy holidays, merry old Christmas. Who but old Christmas, wishing you the joys of family, the happiness of friends, and the wonder of the holiday season. I mean, there's just, and it shows you on the back exactly what they are. But I thought, okay, I'm going to try the gold. Because look what you can do with the ornaments. And this one has Santa Claus and the deers and bells and snowflakes, and has the church and the Christmas tree, and this is called Holiday Heirloom Foil, and it's just, it's 2 sheets. They're both 2 sheets in here, and that shows what is in this package. Yeah, I don't want, because these are the gold foil, I don't want to take them out and then try to force them back in again. Okay, and now this is the second package, and I got this from the one that I normally order from, the Tennessee Gal, which is out of Maryville, Tennessee. That's up in the mountains, close to the Smoky Mountains, about as close as you can get without being up in there. And you're in the mountains when you're in Maryville, but I don't want to, and I may have gotten duplicates, I don't know, because I didn't get very many when I did the molds. So let's see which ones I got from her. Okay. Ooh, this is the cardinal ones. Okay, these are the MIDI transfers, and it's called Feathered Noel. And, look at them. I'm not going to open them because they're just too hard to get in and out. This, you can see what's in the package. And you can sort of tell the size by me holding them. See, that's a pretty good right there. That would be too big to go in there, but I could cut it down and just not put that one in there. And then put fake snow up here, and then 3D it and put stuff up on the edge, and use my clay or my 10-minute cure polyurethane resin for the bits and pieces of the mold. This is, and there's 4 sheets in this one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I did. I duplicated the Holiday Heirloom Foil, which is cool because that's the one that's got the Santa Claus and the deer and all the different. It's got that one right there. Okay, this is called Saffron Solstice. I don't think I ordered this. Is this a freebie? I didn't order Saffron Solstice. I'm almost sure I didn't. It's pretty, but I don't remember ordering it. It's just the MIDI. I don't think this is part of the new release. Huh. I'll have to check on that. Okay, these are the smaller ones. Those are the called Lux Transfers. Christmas on the Farm. These are 2 sheets. These almost look like shiny ones. Oh, they are the shiny ones. These are the shiny, like the UDT stickers or whatever that's called. That's what these are. These are new. Yeah, you can just peel them and put them on a candle and be done. They don't have to be sealed. I think this is the first time they've come up with those. Ah, this is the Vapor and Velvet, and it's those, and I am not taking this out of the package. Ah, pooh hiss. I am, because I want you to be able to see it. How many of y'all said, oh, she is too? She says she's not, but she is. Well, I get this so y'all can see it, and if I don't take it out of the package, you can't really, I mean, what purpose does it serve then? Other than I'll end up using it, but the paper is so fine. Is this rice paper? Ah, this is cool. Can you tell how thin it is? I mean, I can see through it. Can you see it through the camera? Okay. Then this is a bigger. Oh, those are pretty. It does not say. I think this is rice paper, though. I'm going to hold them up and try to keep the sticky away. Come on. Okay. Is this all decoupage? Yeah, this is all decoupage. Okay, I'm not taking those out. Those are that's the bigger one where you can take and cut different pieces and stuff out. Oh, here's another one. Oh, these are squares. Look. And then you've got 2 bigger ones there. Ooh, those would be cool for magnets. And then this is... Okay, these are... Oh, this would go good with the wood rounds. Look at the barn. You'll see these when I do them. And this is Everlasting Light. This is more. I think this is the same as the one that I took out and showed you in the first package. And evidently I did. Sunflower. There's no... this is the sunflower one. Rustic Amber Petals. And this is the H2O, which is water transfers. And that's what they look like. And how many sheets? 1 sheet. There's only 1 sheet in here. That's sort of pricey for that. Okay. I'm going to look and see. Okay, I got distracted. I just read something on my YouTube comments. I was going to check and see if I ordered this because I don't remember ordering it, y'all. If I can check. Etsy's really funny. Sometimes the orders don't pop up right. Okay. I got the Everlasting Light, the Cozy Country Christmas, the Farmhouse Frost, what is the Farmhouse Frost? There it is. Okay. The Feathered Elegant Christmas. Feathered Elegance. That's that one, isn't it? No, that's Feathered Noel. Huh. There it is. Feathered. Okay. And the Vapor and Velvet. I did order the Saffron Solstice. I do not remember ordering it, but I guess I did. There it is. Okay. Alrighty. And I've decided I'm not going to do a craft tonight with this because my video's already an hour and 53 minutes long, because I was showing you the molds with the clay. So I do want to do a big shout out to my members only. We've got 2 new members. They were not a member on my last video when I did a shout out, but I always do shout outs when they pop up on my members only page. And so I've got 2 new ones that did. And so let me go there to make sure that they are included. I don't ever forget anyone in my members only, just to let you know that. I have to get there, y'all. I'm sorry, something has totally distracted me after I read that. It just okay, the 2 newest members to Best Golden Circle, which is the $4.99 a month, where you get perks. You get a heart, a specially made heart that I made and created, and they change colors the length of that you're a member. And then you get your own emojis to use in the chat. And I do at least 1 video a month. I try to, anyway, depending on how my life is going. And other perks along the way. But the 2 newest ones are Majors Made. Welcome. And then Tommy Horn 5325. Welcome. Let me know what your real names are, please, if you don't mind. I'm assuming Tommy is but and maybe it's Majors. I don't know. Just let me know what your real name is instead, so I don't have to use your handle. But if you want me to, that's fine too. But that's our 2 new members. We did lose a member. We lost Sandra. and she'd been with us for a while. And I'm looking to see if... Okay, so our members are Dana, Valerie, Mary, Sharon, Bama Gal, which is Debbie, Kathy, Julie, Donna, Claire, Belinda. Belinda, you need to contact me. You won the last giveaway with the stencil, and I've not heard from you. Pam, and then of course the two newest ones, Tommy and Majors. So welcome, and thank you so much. I do appreciate your support very much so. And to everyone else, I do appreciate you can support my channel in other ways. The members only has helped because the last few months has been slow, and when you have to make at least $100 or YouTube won't send you anything. And so the members only is the only reason the last few months that I was able to get paid anything. If it hadn't been for that, I would not have gotten anything from YouTube. So I do appreciate that. That brought it up. The members pay $4.99 a month. YouTube gets 30% of that. I get 70% of that. So when I had 13 members, it was a total of $39 a month that I got. And that $39 is what saved me. It brought it up enough so where I was at the $100 mark, and I was able to receive a check. So I am appreciative of that. But you can also like my videos, you can leave a comment, and you can share. That is a great way to show support too. I know several people, the way the times are, you may want to, but you just can't, and I understand that. And that is very okay with me. I just want to put that out there. There is also, you know, if you don't want to do the monthly membership, there is also Buy Me a Coffee, where you can just, or there's Super Thanks, or there's all sorts of ways. I've had people, you know, email me and say, Beth, you know, how can we help you? What can we, and so maybe people are not seeing it under the description. I don't know. So I just thought I'd throw it out there. But I have to be quite honest. I feel a little uncomfortable even doing that. But some of you have asked me, and that's the reason why I'm saying what I'm saying. Alrighty. I hope y'all have a great evening. I hope you enjoyed the video. I will be tomorrow. Tomorrow's Thursday. No, tomorrow my granddaughters are coming, and they're helping me go through all the stuff I took out of the refinery, retag it, and get some of the stuff at the booth, the vintage warehouse that I had the big booth, the 10 by 16 feet booth there, which is doing very well. And so they're going to be helping me do that. So it will be Friday. I will come back Friday and do a video, and we will pour at least that one embroidery hoop, but I think we're probably going to end up pouring a couple of them and doing a full project on that video. So if you want to see something like that, be sure to hit that notification bell so you can be notified when a new video is out. If you have not hit that subscribe button, please do so. It's free. It doesn't cost you anything to subscribe to my channel. We also have a Facebook group. We'd love to see you over there. And I want to say thank you again so much to each and every one of you, and I will see you again real soon. Bye-bye.